time, the moment you've been waiting for. Get ready for the fastest 60 minutes of marketing strategies and tactics to grow and scale your business from anywhere in the world. After 167 agonizing hours, we've returned for a brand new Aloha Marketing Jam session. And now, here are your hosts.
Well, right now it's just your host. Aloha, everybody. Tom Gaddis here. Wow, listen to that crowd out there. Fire up. Please. Settle down. Come on, quiet. A little more quiet. Here, let's just zip it. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Obey my every whim. I love it. What's up, everybody? Hey, Patty, tuning in from YouTube. Mr. Doug Page, Bob, Kevin, Barbara, Nye, welcome. I'm Tom Gaddis. I'm your host today for the Aloha Marketing Jam session. We do this every Friday at this exact time. We hang out, we share some wins, we take your questions. A great opportunity. So funny, I just came from the barber and I feel like my hair looks a little like I just rolled out of bed, but I just came from the barber. It's a little different style, so I'm just not used to it. I'm looking at the monitor here and I'm like, what the heck? Anyway, welcome everybody. Yeah. Hey, Brian Wade, the other Brian Wade, Daz, Avi, Chris Byrne, Sheila, welcome everybody. Welcome. So we have a great live show lined up today. Like I said, we're going to talk about some wins. I'm going to give you some updates on some of the things we have going behind the scenes. We are also going to talk about how to use AI to attract and convert leads in 2025. So I thought what I would do on today's live show, after we do the shout outs and that, I want to show you guys a little feature in a high level that can actually help you automate this process of converting leads and all those things. So I hope you guys will be excited to see that. What's up, Shelly? Hey, Jason, what's going on, my man?
What's going on?
Welcome. We had to update the image for having you on the live show because now you have the beard.
Oh, nice.
They posted it the other day. We're like, we might need to update the image. So we got the new one in. So welcome back. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. How you doing, Tom?
I am fantastic. I was telling him I just came from the barber and I told her to do like a little bit of a messy look. But when I look down, like out of the corner of my monitors, I feel like my hair looks like I just rolled out of bed. So I'm like,
it actually looks. I was just going to compliment you. I think it looks good. I like it.
Well, thank you. But I was like, it's different. So it's like, you know, when you do something different, you're like,
sure.
Oh, it's odd when you see yourself. So anyway, hey, Janice, welcome. So Jason, we got a good live show lined up today. We're going to do some shout outs. We got quite a few shout outs. I've got some updates for some of the things we got going on in the background. And then we're going to talk about how to use AI to attract and convert leads in 2025. So I thought, Jason, the way we would start with that is I want to show everybody something in a little feature in high level that can help with that. And then I thought we could kind of riff off of that and go from there. Sure. And then, of course, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, that'd be great too. So just a couple things off the get-go. So as you guys know, the 4-day AI fast start that we did in January was like a kickoff of a new direction, a realignment of kind of what we're doing here in Offline Sharks. So last year we spent a lot of time building out some AI stuff in the agency, using AI in the agency, using it with clients. And it's kind of gotten to the point where it's so entrenched in the things that we're doing, and we're continuing to do that, continuing to build out AI services and all that stuff. We're kind of moving the group in that direction with what we're teaching and what we're showing you so that you can be current with what we're doing on a day-to-day basis in the agency. So with that in mind, you're going to notice a few things that may be going on here in the community. Number one, not as many promotions of other people's stuff. You're not going to see us promoting a lot of things outside of what we're doing ourselves. They're going to be a little, probably a lot less of that. Okay. We're going to be doing a lot more training with you all to, you know, to help everybody get up to speed and be able to implement the things we're doing. We actually started that process this week. We had a training on Wednesday that we called Walkthrough Wednesday. Jason was there with me. Rachiko was there with me. Who was on that call? Who was on the Walkthrough Wednesday? Yes, Philip. This stream, you can watch it in two places when it's over. It's either in the Facebook group, or you can actually go to our YouTube channel, offlinesharks.com/YouTube, and you can see it there as well. You can also see Walkthrough Wednesdays there too. Let's see. I see lots of people. Barbara said I was there. Teresa, yep, I was there. Yeah. So we're going to be doing more things like that. And I think we're actually going to start doing some of that on these Friday live sessions as well. So last Wednesday on the Wednesday training, I kind of shot my mouth off and I was like, oh, we're going to do this every week. I totally forgot that I am going to be flying to Dallas this coming Wednesday because I'm going to a private mastermind, go high level mastermind event in Dallas. So I'm going to be there from Wednesday to Saturday. So I'm not going to be here to do Walkthrough Wednesday. So we're actually not going to have a Walkthrough Wednesday next week. But we'll let you know. We're going to do those on a regular basis. We'll let you know when those are going to be. But I thought we could bring a little bit of that into these Friday jam sessions as well, where maybe I'll pull out a feature. We'll talk about it. You can ask questions about it, things like that. Feel free, by the way, if you are watching these live shows, to bring your questions here and ask them. Like, this is a great place for us to answer questions, maybe things you're wondering about or struggling with. I've been answering some through email and things like that, but it's awesome to do it here because everybody gets to benefit from that. Okay. Everybody said, yeah, very valuable training. Awesome. How the snapshots function. Yep. And we're going to be diving into Enrique. Yeah. Barbara, you can catch the recording. Walkthrough Wednesday, there's nothing to sell. Like, we didn't have anything to sell at the end. There's no pitch or anything like that. We actually just got on and walked through how to connect your social accounts to high level, and then how to use their social planner. And then we gave everyone that showed up to that training, we gave them 30 days of already done AI postings that they could use for their business, that talk about the benefits of AI, how great AI is for local businesses, different use cases that we're talking about here, like chatbots, posting to social media, different things like that. So if you didn't go to that training and you didn't get those 30 days of post, you should. It's super valuable. Cameron and the team, it took a little bit of work for them to put that together and make the process so easy. So one thing here, let me just post this right here. You can go to offlinesharks.com/walkthrough Wednesday. If you go to that link, you'll see the recording of that training. Again, there's nothing for sale there. There's nothing to buy there. We don't do anything at the end. It's just pure training on how to start getting moving with high level. And that's what Walkthrough Wednesdays are really going to all be about, is doing that, right? So if you want to check that out, you can go there and check that out. And then today, yeah, the 30 days of post was the cherry on top, right, Barbara? They were pretty awesome. And the way Cameron did it so that you just install them as a snapshot, you don't have to use the CSV, and all, it's really great. But when you get them installed, they're already scheduled. Like, they're scheduled to go out. Like, you don't have to do anything. It's really, really awesome. So you guys can check that out there. And we will be doing those on a regular basis. And like I said, bringing some of that to these Aloha Friday marketing jam sessions as well, as we kind of realign and start talking more about what we're doing in the agency and all that stuff with AI. So you guys are going to love that. So I think, Jason, let's start off with some shout outs. How does that sound?
Cool. Let's do it.
We got quite a few. So first up, Jocelyn. Jocelyn had an old client agreed to increase their budget from $250 a month to $1,000 a month. That's a solid jump, Jocelyn. Yeah. And then she sold a new client website for $7,500 plus $1,500 a month local SEO and social media management. That's a solid win. I don't know if all of you heard the good news too about Jocelyn, but Jocelyn and Randy are getting married. They met here in our Offline Sharks Facebook group. They became business partners, and now they're getting married. They're getting married here in Vegas on February 15th. I just RSVP'd today.
Oh, cool.
I can't wait. It's so great because when I went to their RSVP page for their wedding, it's got a little like timeline of when they met and all that. And the first thing is like, Randy and Jocelyn met in the Offline Sharks business marketing group. I was like, yes, that's so great. The first time I think we've ever been on a RSVP for a wedding. So I'm super excited to go, and so is my wife. It's going to be a lot of fun. So congratulations to them on that too. But solid wins, Jocelyn.
Sharks, the matchmakers, man.
Our first love match.
I know.
How many more will come, right? How many more will come? So great stuff. Great stuff. Let's go over to win number 2, which is Mr. Devin Atkins. He collected a bunch of business cards while out and about, sent out maybe 100 emails. He made 20 calls and was able to collect $7,000 in like 24 days for his upcoming mailer. Solid stuff. Solid stuff.
I love it.
One of the things that we have in the Sharks vault that we've never rolled out, and maybe you guys can tell me if this would be of interest to you. So I don't know if you all know this, but Devin is on Maui. So Devin actually worked in our office at Offline Sharks. We brought him on to help us with our mailers there. And now he's doing his own mailers. It's awesome. It's great. We love it. We love to see him doing that. And, but when he came in and worked for us and was doing the mailers for us at the time, we recorded all of his interactions and we were going to release it as a course. And we just never got around to doing it. But would you guys be interested in that? Would you be interested in seeing like a case study of how Devin filled a card and all that stuff? Yeah, it was really great because, I got to like be there with someone and be like, hey, do this. And then to watch him have success and to continue to grow that is really, really awesome. So way to go, Devin. Cool. The ripples of the pond, right, Jason? Marriages, businesses started. Pretty great. Well, I see AV says he's interested. Well, I might ask in the Facebook group about interest in that. Depending on how the interest goes, we might do something with that. So awesome work, Devin. Donna Norris, who has just been freaking crushing it. She had a current client who's already on her $597 a month SaaS plan. They agreed to move forward with SEO Google Business Profile Package at $3,500. Google Ads later down the road. There's also an HVAC owner ready to scale, signed up for her full marketing suite, which includes database reactivation, which, Donna has been sharing these wins and about this database reactivation. And so one of the things that I'm going to show you guys today is how you can do that as well with like a simple click of the button. You guys are going to love this. Anyway, I don't want to let too much out of the bag yet. Anyway, database reactivation, Google Ads, SEO, Google Business Profile, a new WordPress site, and software with a service. Maybe we can talk a little bit about that. Maybe some of you don't know the difference between SaaS and SWAS and what you might be doing there. I saw somebody ask a question about that in the group. After the demo, he paid $15,820. $6,500 for the site, $9,320 for SEO, Google Business Profile, and PPC, which will be ongoing. She also signed 3 new $597 a month SaaS clients. Closed another SEO and Google Business Profile client, $3,500 a month. I mean, so cool. Look at those wins, right? And just so you all know, I don't know if my AI Profit Center peeps are in the house. If my AI Profit Center peeps are in the house, let me know in the chat. But like a software as a service is like an AI conversation bot on a website. Like that's a package that you can create in high level and sell for like whatever it is, $597 a month, $297 a month, however you want to do that. So when we talk about SaaS, we're not talking about something complicated. We're not talking about like white labeling and reselling high level or anything like that. Like we're not talking about having to deal with customer support like that. That can be a SaaS service, right? Like having that chatbot on their website and you setting that up for them and all those things. So awesome there. And then software with the service, is something like the social planner, where, hey, we're giving them this tool that automates the social posting and allows them to communicate with all their channels in one dashboard. But we're creating the posts and doing the scheduling. And so they get the software and they get the service of us doing it for them. So we do a lot pretty much all SWAS at the agency, right? Like we found that clients, if you just sell a client like a pack, like if you were to go to a client and be like, hey, I can sell you this social tool and it allows you to post and see everything in one channel, and you just had a white label version of high level and you sold it to them for like, $97 a month or $197 a month or whatever you'd sell it for, we find most clients don't ever do anything with that because they have great intentions. They're going to get to it. They're going to do it. Right, Jason? But they just never get there. Has that been your experience with the clients you deal with?
Oh, big time. Yeah. I mean, 3 or 4 years ago, just reselling high level was easy because nobody was doing it. High level was so small back then, Nowadays, now you got to differentiate yourself in the market. And that's where SWAS comes in because, you can utilize technology to do the heavy lifting and the software side to automate a lot of these processes, but then pair it with a nice service. And sky's the limit.
Yeah. And that's what we talk about when we talk about becoming a profit center for a business, right? When you have a software with a service, you're a profit center for them because, you're providing value and doing something that they can't do on their own, right? And that does keep your retention high and less churn. I saw somebody said something about voice AI. I'm not sure what can you clarify that question? Somebody said, does that not voice AI would do, when I talk about AI conversation bots and voice AI, that's all the same thing. That a voice AI bot absolutely could be something like that as well. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So excellent work, Donna. Excellent work. All right. Let's see. Our next win is Cody Weaver. Website and Google Business Profile set up for a trucking company, $2,575. He set up a funnel, $600 plus social media marketing, $575 a month for a real estate broker. I mean, think about that. Like for all of you that were on Walkthrough Wednesday, how easy is the high-level social planner to use? Like, it's easy to create posts. It's easy to get images. Like I showed how to do it with AI, and I showed all the free images that you have access to when you have high level. Like there's a ton of free images in addition to the AI. So you don't even have to use AI to make the images if you don't want. But like super easy. And look, Cody's charging $600, $575 a month for that service, for something that he can just go into high level, spend a few hours creating the posts and scheduling them out, and then it just runs. Right? Yeah. Cody says that's what we use, the social planner. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you want to connect the dots, if you're on Walkthrough Wednesday and you're like, yeah, but how do we make money with this? This is it. Cody is doing the deal. He's doing the exact thing. This is how you connect what I talked about on Wednesday with getting money into your business. You just use that social planner to do the fulfillment, right? Maybe offer 30 days free up front. Spend a little time, create 30 days, So awesome stuff. Yeah, Jacqueline says, it's so easy to use. I've already mobilized it for my socials. Yeah. Awesome. And I think, Jason, we haven't really talked too much about what the client gets on their end with the app, but I believe the client can approve content and stuff on the app for you, can't they?
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
So there's like a gray label. It's a gray label app, correct?
Correct. Yep. Gray label app that you can use and kind of essentially market it as your own, where they can log in. There's no mention of high level or anything like that. And you could use that. And I'll be honest, I mean, ever since that app came out, this was several years. It's been several years now, but I probably waited maybe 6 or 8 months. I don't know, after it first launched, before I really started pushing it on my clients. But the moment I did, and I really got clients hooked on that gray label version of the app, I haven't lost a single client since that actually used the app. Now, those clients that I couldn't get to actually download and use the app, there's been some churn, but the clients that I've actually gotten to download the app, use the app, they don't leave because people get so used to having that on their phone, being able to use it and see that information, wherever they are, they never want to let that go. So the app is another really good selling tool, I would say.
Yeah. And just so you know, the app, so Dorn says, if you don't want to use the gray label, you can actually white label it for a small fee.
Yeah.
So Daz, the app is available to any high level account. So if you're on the $97 a month, you have the ability because you have 3 sub accounts on that one. So you're going to use one for yourself. So you can use the app, and you'll have 2 client accounts, and you can give them the app as well. So it's available on any of the plans, not just the expensive ones. And Emil, no, they do not pay for the app. They just download it. It's free. Chris says, I use the Gray Label app with my clients and it works very well. I mean, yeah, what a great retention play. Really? To get that on their phone and then them interacting and responding to messages there. Like, that's what we do at the agency, right? Like, once we get all of their stuff connected so they can see it comes in one place, then when you give them the app and they're like, oh my God, they just have to go to one place and they can respond to Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and their Google Business Pro. Like, they love that stuff. So every level of lead connector. Yep. It's available at all levels, Daz. All levels. You can be on the $97 plan and you have it. Jamie says the mobile app is the best, especially for home services. Yep. Yeah. So it's included. Yep. Included. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. All right. So next up, we've got Mr. Martin Lane. He shared some wins. This is what killed when I saw this in the Facebook group and I was reading out the wins. And then at the end, like, cause he buried the lead. He's like, win. And oh, by the way, I got all of these in the last 10 days. I was like, I about fell out of my chair here in the office. I was like, oh my God, 10 days. So in the last 10 days, Martin got a $3,950 website design and hosting, a $2,700 website design and hosting, $440 a month for Facebook page management. Oh, there's another one, almost $500 social planner. That's really what that is. And then $250 a month Google business profile management, which again, you can, when you set your client sub account up, you can connect their Google business profile directly in high level and manage it all from there. So another really awesome stuff. So a great set of wins, Martin.
Yeah, social media, it's funny because it's one of those things that every business knows they need it. But every business hates doing it.
Oh yeah.
They don't want to do it. And
well,
it's
coming
an easy service to sell.
Dude, I know from we're in a business where and I get why they do it, because content is hard to create. Coming up with the ideas for the content and having fresh and you feel like you're just talking about the same thing over and over and over. And you start to get bored, but you forget your customers and your clients are not bored with this. Like, they want to hear about it. Like, it's old to you, but new to the new ones there. And so, you just it takes a little bit of, well, you know what? The reason why it's such a challenge for everybody is because to do it well takes discipline. And anything that takes discipline is a challenge, right? Yep. Even when you have it, even when you have discipline, it's a challenge. So hold on, Daz says she's still confused. Let me try to clarify this, Daz. So Daz, there is an app that your clients can download, okay? And I believe it's just called the Lead Connector app, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So Lead Connector is what's known as a gray label. And why is it called a gray label? Because you don't want your clients, like a lot of people don't want their clients to know that what they're getting is high level. They want to keep that a secret. But there's a lot of stuff that high level needs to do that when you connected it for a client, it would tell the client that it was high level. Like when you connect the social accounts or email or billing, it would say, you'd have something on high level and a client might be like, well, what is this high level thing? So what high level did, which I thought was really super smart, is they created a gray label, a generic brand that doesn't connect back to high level. And it's called Lead Connector. And so anything that a client may see that would lead them, that normally they would see it's high level, they don't see that anymore. They just see this thing called Lead Connector, which you can basically just say as part of your services. Lead Connector is a software tool of mine. It doesn't belong to anybody else. And so they call that a gray label because you can't pick the name. But as Dorn said, if you want to pay a little extra, you can just white label the thing and it's not called Lead Connector, right? So just go to the high level support docs and look up the high level app, the gray label app. It'll tell you everything you need to know about it. But yeah, and it's available to everybody. All right. But Jamie says the white label, Jamie said the white label isn't even worth it. Like, we use the Lead Connector. We don't white label it ourselves, and no one ever asks it. Like, it just never raises any flags or anything. So, yeah. And even Warren agrees, no need to white label.
Yeah, I would second that as well. Like, I've been using the gray label for years, and I guarantee even if I asked my clients what the name of the app is, they probably wouldn't even know it's called Lead Connector.
Yeah.
They just know, they just recognize it by the icon and they just click on it on their phone and they just know where to go to look.
And they just, and they know it's you. Like they just know it's you. Like it's, yeah.
They don't care. They could care less. What they care about is it solves a problem. That's what they care about.
Yeah. Well, and it solves a problem they have and the results you're bringing them, right? Daz, you're welcome. I'm glad we could clarify it there. Next up, we got Chris Byrne, $647 a month website lease, which came in as a referral from a business owner on his AGM site. This business owner he made contact with back in 2023, and they referred over this client. So somebody he had it back in 2023, new referral, 2025. Awesome work, Chris. Man, he does.
I haven't talked to him forever. I need to reach back out to him. That's awesome, Chris.
Yeah. So Valerie had a question here. Jason, do you charge for the app?
No, I just included in the monthly service.
Yeah, it's part of like. Go ahead.
To me, I use it as a value add, right? So like that's exactly how I position it. I just say, look, it's just stacking value. So the way that I always price things and the way I always think about services is like, how do I increase the gap between the cost and what I'm providing? And the bigger that gap is, the more of a no-brainer offer I have. And so that's how I go into everything. I'm like, how do I make this offer so appealing that the customer in their mind thinks that I'm nuts? They're like, wow, this Jason guy's crazy that he's offering all this for this price. Like, he doesn't know that his competitors are charging a lot more. This guy's
3 times
crazy.
Nobody tell him.
Yeah, nobody tell him. Exactly. Right. And but that's what I want them thinking. So I use that as a value add.
Yeah, and that's the way we do it too. It's another thing that shows you as a profit center. Like, what do you get when you work with me or with Mida Marketing? Well, one, you get awesome client support. You get constant attention and look ahead. We don't just wait for things to happen. Like, we're always on the offensive about what's going on with your account. And we give you this app where you can monitor things and talk to us. And so, it's just another thing, Valerie. And I think that's a great point. Chris said, and we don't hide this at our agency either. Like, we in no way hide that we're using Go High Level, really. I mean, if a client came to us and be like, are you guys just using High Level? We'd be like, yeah. Like, if you want to do it yourself, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. But they don't want to do it. It is because it's not that High Level is hard. It's just that, as a lot of you know who are in our community and on this call that maybe have dipped your toe with High Level before, it's like, it's not that it's hard, but there's a lot there. There's a lot to parse through, and it can get a little overwhelming if you don't know exactly what to do and where to go and the order to do things in and what's really important and what's really not. But luckily for all of you, you got us. You got Jason, you got me, you got Nick, you got our whole community to tell you those things and show you just the things that you need to pay attention to that you can use to get money going, right? And then you start learning all that other stuff. So,
well, it's funny. It just brings up a quick point. Like, I had this conversation earlier today, and I was talking to somebody. We forget as marketers, like, we geek out on all this stuff. We love all the technology and the automations, and like all this stuff's fun for us. But the general public literally hates their computer. They literally just want to punch it. They want to throw it out the window. Like, literally, they hate even turning the thing on. Like, the general public, doesn't want anything to do with their computer, you know?
Yeah.
So like, and we forget that point. So yeah, for someone to have to go out and learn a new software, it's a huge headache.
Doran said he rebranded his to Go Low Level. That's great. I love it, Doran. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jason said 440 for Facebook page man, 250 for Google profile. What is a good monthly rate for Facebook ads management? I mean, Jason, like I always say this whenever people ask about price, like this is where I think was what is so valuable about the wins, that being able to go and look through the wins in our Facebook group. And that is that you get a sense of what people are actually charging and getting paid. That's the important part. Like we know they're charging it and they're getting paid. Like that is intel that you can't get anywhere else. Like, you know, somebody can tell you like, oh yeah, I charge $2,500 a month for that. But are they actually, like, how many clients do they have? Are they getting that on a regular basis? What does that sales process look like? Is it a 60-day from time they join to time they pay? Like, you know, like what, like there's just so many unknowns in that kind of stuff, right? Everybody gets so kind of awestruck by the high price that people say. It's like, you got to think about that. Well, like what kind of selling does it take to get a person to pay that, and positioning of you and all the things that go into that? Like maybe that's worth it for you and maybe it's not. Like if you're just looking to make some extra money because you need, you know, you want to have a side business that pays for your mortgage, like you don't need all that stuff. Like let's find something that is realistic, something that people are getting and charging. And so, but I also believe that you should be charging based on your specific situation. Like there's no cookie cutter pricing. Like my bills are different than your bills. So I may need to charge $9.97 a month or something because, like, you know, we have more things behind the scenes or whatever, right? So like I'd be very leery of cookie cutter pricing. I would try not to fall for that. We have lots of training in various places about how to set your price and stuff like that. See if you can find one of those and watch that. But then the other thing I would do, Jason, is just like see if you can go in the group and search for wins around that and see what other people are charging. And that, I think that will be the best way to figure that out. Right. I mean, it drives me nuts when I hear people talking about just charge $4.97, because I fell for that. Like when I was trying to get my business off the ground, I fell for that. I was like, oh, I'll just charge $2.97 for this. And then I'm like, why am I struggling to pay the bills every month? It's because I wasn't charging enough. And in some cases, I'm like, why am I struggling to get a client with this thing that I know is great? It's because I was charging too much, or I didn't have the offer right. Like I didn't have the gap that Jason was talking about, right? So those are all things that you kind of have to look at as you go through this. But our experience has kind of been, let's charge what we can get paid, and then we increase that as we build our confidence and get better at what we're doing and all those things. Okay. All right. And Jason, Dorn can maybe point you in the direction if you're an 100K club of some of that stuff as well. John Hardiman, a 1040 SEO to a gutter repair company. Woo, that's a good one, John. Gutter repair. We never talk about that niche. Cameron, we need to make a note of gutter repair. I bet that's a great niche to be in. I see commercials for the covers that go on the gutters.
Yep.
Yeah, we should make a note of that. That's something we should probably look into. Kristen Bedard, monthly recurring revenue from her bar client, but this time it's $3,000 per month. They added an additional $500 for Facebook posting for their third location. Awesome, Kristen. And I saw earlier, Kristen said in the comments that she's learning the social planner, I'm guessing, to use for this. So awesome work, Kristen. Let us
That's cool.
know how you. Man U. I don't know who Man U is. Anyway, okay. Megalodon Dorn closed a modeling agency for website design. Dorn, are you a client of the modeling agency? Is that how you got them? I'm just curious.
I'm guessing so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing so too. Closed a modeling agency for website design, $3,200, and back-end app development, ballpark to start $60,000. and will retain ownership of the app and 5% owner of the modeling agency. Woo, getting into the modeling agency. Look, he just said a simple no. He's not a client. Doran, I love you, man. I love you. That's great. Man, what a solid win. That's big.
Yeah, that's great.
Big. Good job, Doran. That is a grand total for the week of January 25th through the 31st of $121,185. So since the start of 2025, you, the people in our community, have collected $217,061 in money. So awesome work, everybody.
Congratulations.
Awesome work. A couple quick things I want to do right now, and then we're going to, I want to show you this high-level feature, and we'll take some questions. But I forgot about a couple things. One is I want to give a big shout out to all the people that are doing the accountability check-ins inside our various groups and stuff. Look, this is a huge list of people. Matt Bush, Dorn, Kristen, Shelley, Chris Curtis, Patty, John. I mean, awesome work, everybody. Stay accountable, hold each other accountable. Let's keep pushing this forward. Like, I don't know about all of you. Like, I know there's some funky stuff going on in the world, but I do really get a feeling that the financial headwinds are behind us right now. I feel like in a lot of 2024, they were coming at us and it was like just an effort to go forward. But I do feel like there's some headwinds behind us. So get out there, take action, hold yourselves accountable. Awesome stuff. And then finally, I want to celebrate a member. Oh, wait, no, we don't have one. Oh, I thought I had one, but I guess not. Okay, never mind. Scratch that. All right, let's talk about this high-level feature that I wanted to show you guys. And what got me thinking about this was, one, Donna has been sharing quite a bit in the group about doing database reactivation as a service. I'm not seeing the slide anymore in the back end here. I know who it is because I saw it earlier, but maybe I accidentally did something with it. I'll just tell you who it is. The member of the week this week is Kristen Bedard. Congratulations, Kristen. Kristen is the member of the week. You know what you get when you're the member of the week? Some DJ horn action. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Shushan got it and put it up there. Shushan, nice. You're the best. I love the team. I mean, making me look good all the time. I love that stuff. Thank you, Shushan. So congratulations, Kristen. Okay, let's get into this nitty gritty because we got 15 minutes left. So I got to pick up the pace here, get a fire going. So anyway, I was talking about Donna. She talks about database reactivation. And we were talking about on this call, we're going to talk about how to use AI to attract and convert leads in 2025, right? So let's talk about how we can, so there's two ways. So one, if we want to attract leads, there are two things that we can do. We can set up a demo of an AI so that we can send people there to see it. So for all of my AI Profit Center members, so we had our first call of AI Profit Center on Tuesday. And one of the things I showed them is how we can use our video prospecting method. And we link that to demoing an AI conversation bot. So I showed them a video I made of me talking to a business owner that doesn't have an AI chatbot on their website and one that did, and the benefits of having it. And then on the video, a button pops up. And when they click it, it takes them to a demonstration website where they can demo our home services AI chatbot. So they go there and the chatbot basically says like, hey, I'm here. You can tell me what your business is, and they can interact like a demo. And then it asks them, it says like, what did you think of the demo? Do you have any questions? Can you see using an AI chatbot in your business? Would this help you? And if they say yes, it says, well, would you like to sign up and have an AI chatbot created? Or would you like to schedule a call to discuss further? And then it either sends them a link or they can get booked in, right? So that's what we're working on with the AI Profit Center members. So that's a way that we can demo. And if you are in AI Profit Center, let me show you a couple things here. So I'm going to share my screen again. So if you go in your AI Profit Center members area, there's now a tab called AI Profit Center Live Coaching. And if you click on that, you'll see here is the week 1 call. Here's the SOP that I gave them that shows them exactly how to do this for themselves. And I walk through it all in this video. Okay, so if you missed the first call, make sure you go here and watch that. Just another little quick update for my AI Profit Center members. I've added some more videos to this first steps in high level. So I've been showing them how to create a pipeline. We talked about workflows. Now I got into how to set up your booking calendar. And then I made some specific videos of how to use the social planner. And then, of course, you get your 30 days of free AI social posts in there as well. So if you're an AI Profit Center member and you haven't logged in and checked out what's going on in there, make sure you do that. And then our next live call is Tuesday at, or Wednesday. We have them on, Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. So, and you can see the call schedule and everything in there. Okay. So what I wanted to show you guys for the reactivation. So database reactivation is something we've talked about a lot in the past, because to me, that's really low-hanging fruit when you bring on a client. Like almost all businesses have some type of database and they're not doing jack shit with it. They don't email them. They don't do anything. So there's usually a lot of money on the table if you just do something simple like a reactivation campaign, whether you send out a mailer or whatever it is. Well, High Level actually makes it easy to set something like this up, because we can use High Level to do the activation and run the emails and the SMS. And we can do a lot of stuff that would have been complicated in the past, all from one place. But what I want to show you is how you could set something like that up pretty quick. So I'm here in my High Level sub account. So I'm in my High Level instruction account, but this would be the sub account for your business if you wanted to do this for your business, or if you're doing this for a client, I'd be in your clients. So I'm going to go to the automation tab. So automations is where workflows live, and workflows are, we're going to be talking a lot more about these, but workflows are really where the magic happens in High Level, I think. Wouldn't you agree, Jason?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because basically workflows is just a series of things that happen to opportunities and contacts based on actions they take. And you can keep it very simple. It can get very complicated. You can move people from one workflow to other workflows. So you can just do a lot with workflows. And so I'm not going to show you how to create a workflow or do anything like that right now, but I want to show you this great feature that every High Level account comes with. Whenever you're in workflows and you go to create a workflow, you have two options. You can either start from scratch or you can select a recipe. Okay. Well, if you select a recipe, these are pre-built workflows that High Level already has in place for you. Look at all of these. Now, they call them recipes, right? You can start from scratch if you want to build one your own, right? You can import, or this is where these starts ones that are already built out. So I just want you to look at some of these. So this is a lead nurture using GPT history, okay? This is a e-com one. So this is a Shopify order plus GPT history. So this integrates the AI memory key to optimize your interaction with the present and potential customers. This is a WhatsApp delivery status. This automatically sends SMS or email to customers when a WhatsApp message fails to deliver, ensuring no communication gets missed. This is a missed call WhatsApp back. So if you miss a call from a lead, you can reply to them automatically via WhatsApp and notify the assigned user to get back ASAP. So this is kind of like the text, the call text, the missed call text back, like you can notify via text or via WhatsApp. Here's product recommendations. Here's Instagram comment automation. Here's Facebook comments with Workflow AI. So expose the user comment to Workflow AI and use the output as a response to the comment. Also use Workflow AI to analyze the comment sentiment and respond accordingly. Here's one for Facebook comment automation. So for all of you people in the wins that are selling social media packages, you could go in here and use this automation to automate replying to Facebook comments for your clients. Okay. And I'm going to click into some of these so you guys can see what they look like first, but I wanted to show you a couple of other really good ones. So there's an email drip sequence. There's a long-term nurture reactivation email sequence. So reactivation, here's one we could look at. Here's, this is pretty awesome. This is called the Fast 5 Lite. So this is great for nurturing new leads into hot leads by automating email, SMS, call connects, and voicemail drops all within 5 minutes. So whenever a lead gets added to a pipeline and they go through this workflow, it does all that stuff in the first 5 minutes. Pretty awesome. So there's FAQ stuff. Here's webinars. Here's another Fast 5. Here's an appointment confirmation. So these things are, so for all of you that have our snapshot, we have workflows that you got that are from our agency, custom ones we built, but High Level also has workflows in here too. Here's appointment booking. Here's Facebook Messenger, auto missed call text back. This is a good one you probably want to check out. But there is one down here, list reactivation, an incredible way to generate leads for any business with a list. Requires no ad spend and AI filters positive responses. So if you have a client that has an email list, you can use High Level and this recipe to run a reactivation campaign to them. I'm going to select this so you all can just see what it looks like. So look at this. This is saying that it's updating. Okay, I'm going to say proceed. Look, you don't have to build anything out. It's already done for you. So I know if this is your first time looking at a workflow, you're probably like, oh my God, Tom, that looks complicated. Trust me, once you have a basic understanding of what the pieces are of these things, it is actually really simple. So just real quick for all of you, workflows always start with a trigger. So something has to trigger the workflow to happen, whether that's you moving the contact from one stage of a pipeline to another, or whether that's them filling out a form, or whether that's them sending in a message, like posting a comment on Facebook. That is a trigger. Then now the automation to respond can run. So workflows always start with a trigger. You can have multiple triggers, but as Jason mentioned, we are all marketing geeks. I want to tell you guys something right now. Do not make super complicated workflows. Would you agree with that, Jason?
Yeah. I like to think of a workflow as a single objective. That's the way I like to think of it. So you can combine multiple objectives into a single workflow, but when you start to do that, it gets really, really complicated and hard to diagnose and hard to find out when things break down. So yeah, I'm a big proponent of keeping workflows very, very simple. Essentially just like one main objective.
Yeah, Dorn says he calls them microflows. And I agree, because I saw a lady post in the High Level group, this workflow she built. There must have been, I mean, it was like just a screen of stuff. She's like, it's taken me 3 months to build this. Like if one little thing changes or breaks, she's screwed. We don't want that. Yeah. So we want to keep things simple and on task. So do not because your first instinct is going to be like, oh my God, you can do this, and I can build a workflow that does this and then triggers, and then maybe that moves into this, and then they go back to that. Now we got a voice AI bot, and then we got a call and an SMS, and slow your roll. Slow your roll. Just do some simple things, okay? So all workflows start with a trigger, and then these things that happen are actions, okay? So this little clock here, this is like a time delay. So we can have something triggers the workflow, we can have something happen, and then we can have it wait, and then it does different things based on how they responded to this thing we did up here. Does that make sense? Yes, Doug, you can trigger one workflow from another. Yes. And that is the better way to do it. Create multiple workflows and move people from one workflow to the next instead of just one big workflow. That would be our recommendation. Okay. But look at this one that's already built out. And for those of you that were on the AI fast track, remember, we've got this little workflow AI assistant here. Like, if I'm not like, what does this workflow do? I don't know. I'm looking at this. It looks like a foreign language. So I click on my little workflow AI assistant and I'm like, describe this workflow. And so then the AI will just tell me what this workflow is doing, right? So that's a handy dandy little tool as well. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I need the X there. But if you click on each of these things, it'll show you what these are. So this is an SMS. So we add a contact tag and it sends them this SMS, which in this workflow is a free whitening offer. So if you're not using the dentist, you can just make this whatever offer you want your client to send. The big thing is you don't have to create this from scratch. Like, you can just go in and edit this existing workflow, right? And then this tells you it's waiting. It waits 1 hour. So it's waiting 1 hour. And then based on what they do, it does these things. If they don't reply, it sends a second SMS. And then if they reply yes, if they reply no, you can see, right? So, I mean, this is such a huge shortcut. And all of these are just there for you to use, right? So I'm going to confirm. I don't want to save anything. And again, I found those by going to automations, create workflow, select a recipe. So take a look through those, see which ones are good. Pop into them, see what they do, the moving parts. Like, you don't have to build one, you don't have to create one, but just start kind of getting familiar with some of those things in there, right? And that will help you as you go. Anything you want to add to that, Jason?
No, I think you covered most of it. Yeah. I mean, workflows are super powerful. And I think it's, as marketers, like you said, we kind of geek out on this stuff. But sometimes, we're also guilty of just not wanting to learn something new. We're comfortable in what we're offering right now. And we also as marketers might look at this software and think that this is a little too overwhelming, but I'd encourage people to really explore it. Kind of get familiar. I mean, if you've ever used Zapier, you guys out there, anybody use Zapier or Make or Pabbly or any of those other types of tools, it's very, very similar. Like Tom said, it's a trigger and an action. It's basically something kicks off a process and then something happens. That's essentially what you're building here.
Yeah. And once you start to it is way simpler than when sometimes you look at those screens, right?
Yeah.
And, and just, you take it one baby step at a time, right? Like, we don't come at our clients at the agency with guns ablazing about high level and all the things it can do. We come at our client with setting up one little simple thing, right? The widget and getting them to be able to see all the, it's really easy because we're marketers to want to give them the biggest, latest feature. Like, you may think like, oh, my clients are going to want AI. Like, I got to get AI in them. But no, like, just giving them the ability to respond to any message that comes in from any business channel they have in one dashboard is a huge, huge value add for a busy business owner. They have no idea, no clue how to set that up for themselves. And then if on top of that, you can say, and oh, by the way, if a lead ever contacts you on any channel and you don't respond, what if you just got a text saying that you needed to go there and respond? Would that help you? Oh my God, that'd be a life changer. You'd probably hear a client say, because they're trying to manage all that on their own. They don't know there's a tool that can put all that in one spot and alert them when they have messages. And so again, pull back. Let's remember the big picture and what we're trying to do here. We don't got to go in guns a-blazing. Let's just go in. Let's get one thing going. Let's add some value. Let's make their life a little stressful. Let's solve a problem for them that probably eats away at them every day, which is, how do I keep up with all this social media stuff when I'm trying to run my business? Like that's a big problem for a business owner, right? That is a big problem. Hey, I got a solution. What if you could just go to one place and see all your messages and respond? And what if when you didn't see a message, you got a notification that let you know there was a message there to respond to? And what if you could do all that from your phone?
Yep.
You didn't even have to log in. Like, think about that from a business owner's point of view, a plumber, an electrician, a roofer, somebody who's struggling to keep all that stuff afloat. Game changer for them, right? So yeah, all this AI stuff is awesome. It's great. We're going to do it, right? We're going to do it. But don't forget the little things that we can be doing in the beginning to get us there. We get them in there. Now they're using that app. They're checking their messages. They're like, wow, this is great. And then we come in and we say, hey, how much are you spending on people to answer your phone? Oh, well, gosh, I have a receptionist. We pay them, $45,000 a year. And we've got, we got to pay into unemployment insurance and blah, blah. Like, well, what if, instead of having 3 receptionists or 3 people answering the phones, we could put a system in place where you could just do it with 1 or 2, just maybe even just save you 1, just take 1 person off. Like, would that be of interest to you? Oh my God. Yes. Like we can do that. Well, how about we set up a test and let's just try it out for 30 days and see how it goes. And then, you're saving them $45,000. Like, what is that worth to the business owner? Right? Well, I just saved you $45,000. How about you pay me $5,000 up front and $299 a month? They'll probably be like, done. Like, right? Like that's a huge value add, right? So anyway, awesome stuff. Okay. Well, we're at the end. Wow, that hour zipped by. I love seeing it here. 74 people. If you guys liked this stream, like it, love it. Dorn, thank you for not putting the angry face up there today. That always messes with my confidence. And they never get sick or take time off. Yep, that's right. Not all the headaches of managing people, right? Awesome stuff. So Jim, I saw Jim asked a question about the recording. So I don't know what recordings you're talking about, Jim. So if you, the recordings for the live show, you can watch in the Facebook group after, or you can see them on our YouTube channel. Go to offlinesharks.com /YouTube. You can also see like walkthrough Wednesdays there. And some of that other stuff I've shown is in the AI Profit Center. One other thing, if you still have not signed up for a high level account and you would like to try all this awesome stuff out that we're showing here on the live show, you can go to offlinesharks.com /profit center. And if you sign up through our link, not only will you get 30 days of high level for free, which is above and beyond the normal trial. Most people only have the ability to give away 7 or 14-day trials. With us, you can get 30 days for free. Plus, you get an amazing bonus, which is a snapshot that we put together of things we pulled from the working 7-figure agency, Mina Marketing, that you get delivered as well for signing up. So you can do that at offlinesharks.com /profit center. Cameron did an awesome job on this page. You can see all the information about the snapshot, what's in it, all those things. And if you were on Walkthrough Wednesday as well, I gave everybody on that a document that has a walkthrough of everything you get with the snapshot and where to find it, plus some other additional things. So if you didn't get that, make sure you go check that out as well. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Let's go back to here. We have one more thing we need to do, and that is give away some money. So I want everybody to put in AI leads, hashtag AI leads in the chat. Let me see if I have any. Everyone says, loved it. Thank you. Yep. Doran said, Jason, we can discuss pricing on Thursday if you want. Awesome. Jim was saying of these trainings. Yeah. So these, Jim, you can find either in the Facebook group or on the YouTube channel. So awesome stuff. Everybody's putting in AI leads. I see the numbers going up. While we're waiting for people to fill that in, we have to do one more thing. Fridays would just not be complete unless we hear this.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Cheating, bling, bling, got your chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter.
Awesome stuff. I love that song.
I wanted to keep going. I feel like it's too short.
Yeah, I know. This is a great session. So this is probably going to be kind of the format that I'm thinking like this was kind of a little first test drive of the format for the live show. I'm thinking that this may be what we do moving forward on a weekly basis. We show up, we celebrate the wins, we talk about some little feature and high level, we take questions, all that kind of stuff. So Kim, go to offlinesharks.com/walkthrough Wednesdays. Here. So go to this link you see on your screen, offlinesharks.com/walkthrough Wednesday. And in that training, I think it's at the very end. I'm pretty sure you can just, the control shouldn't be locked. I don't think so. At the very end, I talk about, or I think it's at the end. At the end, towards the end, I give you a link where you can go and get that document. And the document breaks down where everything is in the snapshot, where to find it. And then there's a little video I did of a walkthrough as well. So you can get that there. And then if you haven't gotten your high level snapshot and you're not, you don't have our snapshot or have a high level account, then go to offlinesharks.com/profit center and get that as well. All right. We got a lot of people in here. So let's give away our first $25 Cash App gift card. It's going to go to, who's it going to be? Oh, Doug Page.
Nice.
Congratulations, Doug. Awesome stuff.
Very cool.
All right, and let's do another one. We're going to give away another $25 in Cash App money. This winner is going to be Nye. Hey, Nye, always interacting and all that stuff. Congratulations. Well, look, everybody, you can either post your Cash App tag in the chat, and the team will get you squared away. You can wait for our team to reach out to you, or you can just submit a ticket, offlinesharks.com/support. The team marks down who wins, and they can verify and get you all set up there as well. All right. Awesome stuff. Cool. Jason, anything you want to add before we wrap up today's awesome live show?
It was fun, man. It was good. It was good to.
It was good having you back. It seems like it's been a while.
It has been a little while. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Tom. I gotta say this, and I'm gonna say this publicly, because hopefully next year, or I should say, hopefully this year, it'll be different. But I was a little upset. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little brokenhearted because 2023, you and I hosted the Christmas show. And then I didn't get to come back for the Christmas show. I was so ready to come back for the So
I wish I would have known it. So I love doing the Christmas show. Nick used to because I put on the sweat. Like one year I had like lights. Like I get all into it. Nick was like, oh.
I was even telling my wife, I'm like, okay, I got this idea. I know what I'm gonna wear. I'm just waiting for Tom to ask me.
Oh man! Well, we won't forget this year. Cameron, make it.
Okay. All right.
Have Jason on the Christmas show this year. So
sounds good.
All right. Awesome. Well, hey, good stuff, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed this. Hey, if you love this kind of new format and the things that we're talking about now and this direction we're going, it would be awesome to hear your feedback in the Facebook group. Go there, make a comment, make a post, maybe post something that you pulled away from today, like a value add you got, an aha moment, anything like that. Would love to see those things in the group. Love responding to that stuff. And then I will not be here next Friday, but I believe it will be Nick. So Nick Ponte will be here next Friday because I'm going to be at the high level event in Dallas getting lots of cool stuff and fun things to bring back to you guys and all that stuff. If any of you are at that event in Dallas, hit me up. I'm going to be there from Wednesday to, I fly out Saturday morning. So look, if you are a shark and you're in Dallas, hit me up on Facebook private message and let me know. Maybe we can do a little mini meetup Wednesday night or something. That'd be awesome. So if you're in Dallas, maybe just shoot me a Facebook message. Let's see if I get enough people and there's enough of you there, maybe we'll do some type of little meetup or something. So, all right, everybody, stay safe. Have a great weekend. Practice aloha. Thanks again, Jason. Really appreciate it.
Of course. See you guys.
You've been watching the Aloha Marketing Jam session. We've helped thousands just like you start and scale their businesses. If you'd like our help to grow your business, go to the link on your screen now and let us know how we can help you. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this stream. We'll be back here next Friday for another live show. Until then, aloha.